What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today we are less than 24 hours from the start of the 300 million download celebration on both Global and JP of Dokkan Battle. A lot of hype is going on. We just had a big data download that we had to cover and everything. We actually live translated it on my Twitch stream. We had like 300 plus people in there at live points. It was a lot of fun talking about all the different stuff because we didn't see the big boys themselves. We didn't see the LR Cell or the LR Gohan, but we saw the Super Battle Road LR. We saw the free-to-play units coming. We saw the missions that are coming that you're currently seeing in front of you. There are a lot of missions, by the way. So I'll cover those missions in a different video because I want to make sure that they come out. So I want to do the videos at the particular times so they actually come out. I don't want to give you guys a giant mission video and then all of a sudden just be like, okay, so there's like, 80 stones here. You can't get them until like this time or something like that, essentially, okay? So we're going to do those mission videos. Probably tomorrow is when I'm going to record them so you guys know exactly when you can do them and everything like that. But I want to be going over what we do know, and that it was revealed what the rest of the Super Battle Road stages are. First from Team Dokkan, but then there's some people who are still kind of second guessing him, which granted he's only been wrong on one thing, guys, and it wasn't necessarily that it wasn't coming. It was just at a different release date, but this was officially confirmed now. We had the data download and everything, even Global's got it and everything, and we know exactly what the 10 stages are going to be for Super Battle, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the 10, we're going to name off the 10 stages that we know of. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go through each of the categories real quick. And on the side there, I'm going to have kind of like my first prediction team that I'm going to take and try them, okay? And if you happen to be watching this exactly or a little bit after 24 hours after this, when 2 p.m. hits tomorrow Japan time, basically when the reset hits and the 300 million downloads start, Super Battle Road will become available along with Boss Rush. I'm going to be live streaming the Super Battle Road stages, okay? So make sure you go over into Twitch at twitch.tv/TallenV. Go ahead and follow over there, join the international family. And we will be trying out different stages, free to play, all that stuff. It's gonna be a lot of fun, okay? So we're gonna be taking care of all of that, not to mention probably the boss rush as well. But anyway, but I obviously, this whole video is not going to be a guide on every single, category and everything and what exactly is good, not good, and all that stuff. I've done that for 3 of them so far. We did it in the live stream, so that will be obviously above my head, hopefully right by the time right now. But basically, though, what I'm going to do is when I'm going through the different categories, I'm going to have a picture again of kind of my first idea basic team I want to take that can easily change based on, the types that we're going to see, how many opponents we might particularly see. Like, for example, maybe with the Super Saiyan 3 team, I have more tech units, but then it's like, oh, well, actually there's more int units, so I want to bring more physical units or something like that, right? So there's going to be something like that probably change within the team, but overall, my general idea of a team, those pictures will be on the side of the screen as I'm talking about each of the categories, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this, okay? So obviously the as you guys know, when it came to any Super Battle Road missions and everything, in order to get all 5 copies of the LR, okay, first time to get one of them is to beat a stage or a combo of the stages 20 times in total. And then one of them, or in order to get 2 copies of the card, you have to beat all the stages. Okay, so stages 21 to 30. You beat all of them once, then you get 2 copies of the card. Then a third copy, or sorry, technically a fourth copy, a fourth copy, sorry. A fourth copy is given to you via beating like the odd numbers usually. So like back in the type ones, it was like beat all the super types and then beat all the extreme types, right? So for this one, it's beating all the even types, and then the next set is beating all the odd type Super Battle Roads, and obviously if you beat all those, then you get all 5 copies of the Goku and Bulma. We covered that again in our translations video and everything, so again, go ahead and check that out if you haven't seen it yet, because again, the download just came, okay? But here are the official 10 categories that are going to be in the new Super Battle Road stages, okay? Now, you're going to hear some of these, obviously, that we already have heard of, but overall, the rest of them, they're all brand new, okay? So, Super Saiyan 3, Transformation Boost, or just simply Transformation, essentially. Movie Bosses, Future, and Android Saga. Okay, these are going to be the even ones for this particular mission. And then the odd ones are going to be Universal Survival Saga, Giants, Ginyu Force. Let that sit in for a minute there. Pure Saiyan, and Full Power. Okay, so about 9/10 of these we actually kind of called in my stream last week, and it's not a surprise. I mean, something like Pure Saiyan's Future category, Android, that kind of stuff, it was basically next in line, right? Because they're for the most part going in the order as these have been released and everything. And so as long as you can make a somewhat decent team with them, then okay, hey, we're gonna be able to take it on, no problem, right? So anyway, let's go and take a look at the 10 categories that we know of right now. And then again, the pictures of the teams are going to be on the side, so we can take a look at those, okay? All right, so first off is the Universal Survival Saga. Now, again, I mentioned this in my video or slash stream where we talked about a little bit more in detail about the particular teams that we could be running on. And again, this can change depending on if we're fighting more tech units, more STR units. AGL only having 2-2-2 sets of enemies compared to 5-2-5 or something. That can all really depend, right? So obviously SCR, Jiren, or Hit are going to be your best bets in terms of the leader. Maybe a combo that might work. We'll have to try and test that out kind of bits. You do have the free-to-play options here, but again, they're not particularly the best options in terms of leader skill. It's only like +2 key, stats up 40%. So I would try not to get those guys. I've already made predictions as well in my banners, my thoughts on the new banners coming out that probably Hit will be in both of the extreme banners for both Global and JP, and same with Jiren as well. So we'll have to wait and see if that's going to be a possibility there. Obviously, units like the MVP 17, one of these Golden Freezes probably will help you out. The Tech 18 is a very, very good card. God Goku's not too bad as well. UI Goku could be decent. Just don't try to rely too much on the dodging or anything. Dispo could somewhat be decent, but again, that's relying too much on dodge for my personal taste, so you'll have to try him out if you want to. Evolution Blue Vegeta is going to be a monster on this, not to mention the LR Goku and Frieza. I personally don't have the LR Goku and Frieza, so you won't be seeing them on my personal teams, but again, they'll probably help you out because again, they're going to be lowering attack and everything. Maybe even Int Ribrian can definitely help you out. LR Kale and Khalifa will completely annihilate this event, no problem. So, you know, again, it depends on what kind of enemies we're fighting off against, but I think overall, this category has some decent amount of units, and I think it should be pretty easy for most people. Again, I know obviously the big thing is having the leaders and everything, but I think for the most part, there are a decent amount of good cards that you can throw onto this team, okay? Next, moving on to Super Saiyan 3. This is one that you're going to be seeing two pictures actually, because I've had a hero slash best one that you could definitely throw out this team and you should be able to defeat this one no problem. And then the second one is using more of a, hey, you're very, very limited on the cards you have, and hey, you did not pull any of the hero units, okay? Because a lot of people, especially on Global, did not go for the hero units because, hey, 300 million download celebration is coming, right? Why spend your stones on the hero banner, even though it's a good banner, when you have 300 million downloads coming, right? That's what a lot of people are obviously thinking. So, obviously, Bardock is going to be your leader. The free-to-play Goku from year 3, though, he's also a good sub-leader. I think he's 33% stats up and 3 key. Yeah, he's 33% stats up key. And then, obviously, the free-to-play Gotenks, though, he's 30% and 2 key. So, maybe if you miss out on the year 3 Goku, then, you know, you got to use what you can, I guess. But obviously, Transformation Goku is another very good unit to have in here because he's just a super-type ally, 120% all. We'll have to see how hard the event's going to be because Super Saiyan 3 is a very limited team, okay? Obviously, you have your big go guys like the SSJ 3 Goku, the LR if you have them. The support units, not so much in terms of this guy. I don't think he'll be very good for you. Obviously, the STR Vegeta Super Saiyan 3, or if you don't have him, this Vegeta with his EZA is actually very good because he lowers the attack when he gets a super attack off. Tech Gotenks and physical Gotenks, depending on how many type of units you're fighting against, could potentially be better than the other. If there's more AGL units, bring the Tech one. If there's more Int units, bring the physical. We'll have to wait and see, of course. Int Gohan and the AGL Trunks are going to be monsters on this stage. They're going to be really, really good. And not to mention the Vegeta and the Goku here, they're going to be monsters as well, okay? Broly, Tech Super Saiyan 3, Angel Goku, stay away from these two. Do not bring them unless you absolutely have to, and make sure you are throwing them off rotation as fast as you possibly can, okay? This Goku, just don't even bring him. Just don't, okay? It's not worth it. It's not worth it, okay? So, again, Super Saiyan 3, we'll have to see exactly what the category is going to bring to us in less than 24 hours here, but overall, that probably will be one of the more harder ones, okay? Hardest one, in my personal opinion, though, of course, it's going to have to go to the Giants category. Giants is, especially my team. My team for Giants, as you can clearly see on the side of the screen right now, is not that good. So it's going to be a tough one. Giants, I think, is going to be the tough one, okay? I originally thought maybe Giants was going to be very similar to the Peppy Gals category, where, you know, they maybe had kind of reduced damage and everything, or wasn't obviously as hard. Well, that was probably going to the Ginyu Force one, because right now, I think these guys are probably going to have your typical normal Super Battle Road stage, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be pretty tough, especially because if you don't have the baby, if you don't have the cooler, that's going to hinder you a lot. And not to mention, a lot of the good cards on here are all AGL. If they're smart and they throw a ton of tech units at us for enemies, oh, yeah, it's going to be bad, guys. It's going to be bad. So, again, let me know your thoughts down below in the Giants category. I'm definitely interested to see what you guys have to say about that, okay? Next, moving on is movie bosses. Movie bosses should actually be pretty fun. A lot of good units here in movie bosses. Again, you're seeing my team on the left side of the screen right now. There is a free-to-play movie boss leader here, actually. But again, he's only 2 key and 50% stats, so too bad he's not 3 key. But he is what he is, I guess. This could potentially be done maybe with the free-to-play leader, or maybe if we wait a little bit longer to get some more decent units. Maybe kind of a half free-to-play team or something like that. But Turles, Physical Broly, going to be your main leaders there. Golden Frieza, EZA, is going to destroy at this. Into Janimba, wherever Janimba is going to destroy this as well. Probably the AGL Metal Cooler is going to be very, very good. I don't have him, but he's going to be definitely really good. If the bane of my existence will finally let me pull this LR off the ticket banner, hopefully LR Bojack I can use him, but as of right now, no. AGL Broly down here is going to be a beast. Okay, so he's going to be a very good unit. Tapion will also be pretty good, but me personally, I'm not going to run him. SCR Janimba is obviously a good side unit to the Int Janimba. Int overtakes STR in all aspects now. Tech Broly, probably pretty good. STR Broly, stay away from probably. Maybe the EZA STR one will be okay, but the physical one's the best. So that's definitely something right there. But yeah, overall, just some very good units right here, which are really, really good. And then not to mention the free-to-play Golden Frieza here. He is a very good unit because he boosts movie bosses as supports, and he gains defense every single time he gets attacked. So that's pretty nice right there, okay? So movie bosses, I think, while it could be definitely somewhat of a challenge depending on the cards that you have, obviously, I think it will actually be kind of a fun one. So we'll have to wait and see. Pure Saiyans. Okay, so this one in particular, everyone keeps thinking that this is going to be the hardest one because there are so many units on this team. And I get the idea, right? I get the idea that, okay, look, this team, there's so many units on this category. How could this not be the hardest one, right? Well, as of right now, most people think that the Realm of Gods category is the hardest one in terms of stages 11 through 20. That team wasn't the biggest when it came out. So I don't think that Pure Saiyans is going to be the hardest one. I really don't. It could be challenging, and there's a difference between challenging and being the most difficult. We'll have to wait and see, but this is one of the teams that I think can be done free to play. I know technically the Ginyu Force one already, we're like, why are we even trying the other free to play ones? We'll all be able to do the Ginyu Force one because the best Ginyu Force units, aka the only eligible ones, are all free to play. So why even worry about that, right, Talon? And you are correct, right? Just go do your Ginyu Force one. If you only want the one copy, that's totally fine. But if you really are trying to work and maybe Pure Saiyans is kind of a little tough for you sometimes, maybe you don't have as many Pure Saiyan leaders as you want, if I can take it on the free-to-play unit, then I can show you guys, hey, it doesn't matter what you have, you'll be able to take this on, okay? Obviously, Evolution Blue Vegeta, Transforming Vegeta are going to be your best units. The LR Vegeta is going to be one of your best bets. But one of the best leaders for this free-to-play is going to be the Int Goku from Super Battle Road. They get stages 11 through 20. He's free-to-play. A lot of us have beaten those stages already. And guess what? He's a better leader than this Vegeta right here. This Vegeta is only 77% to Pure Saiyans, whereas the Goku's 100%. That's a bit of a difference right there, not to mention he's a good support unit, so that's going to be really nice right there, okay? Again, so many different options when it comes to a Pure Saiyans category team. We'll have to wait and see exactly what type we're facing off against. If we're fighting off against more tech units, obviously bring more int units, because we don't have to worry about making it a rainbow team, right? Hopefully. I'm assuming we don't have to, okay? But yeah, there's a lot of different units in here. You can even bring Turles if you want to, one of the Brolys, you name it. This one will be pretty fun. This is going to be a very fun stage. I can't wait to try this one out. So definitely looking forward to trying this out. And yeah, let me hear your thoughts down below, guys, on the teams as well, okay? Next is Full Power. This is a weird one. This is definitely going to be a weird one, okay? Because I'm going to honestly suggest, like what you're seeing my team on the left side right now, put it more towards a villain type team, okay? Or if you do a super type team, say you have the Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, go more with a hero team then, okay? Bringing like Transformation Vegeta, bringing the Transformation Goku, bringing the units that can actually work with it, Evolution Blue Vegeta, things like that, okay? I wouldn't really try mixing something like full powered Frieza with Roshi with LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or something like that, okay? I know obviously people can be limited to some of their choices, but either stick with a villain team or stick with a hero team. Don't try to mix them too much. Those links generally don't work out too well, okay? We'll have to wait and see how good the LR Gohan and Cell are going to be in terms of being on full power, because again, they will be on the category, right? I mean, obviously right now they are, so I would assume the new ones are also going to be on there. So we'll have to see how well they can potentially maybe bridge the gap a little bit. So that could definitely be something interesting. But overall, just, again, try to stick to either a villain team or a hero team when it comes to full power. Because still to this day, It's a weird category. It is a very, very weird category. I don't know if it'll ever escape that, but until then, we'll have to wait and see, okay? So full power is that one. Future category. Future category, I think could actually somewhat be done kind of free to play, maybe more of a half free to play team because we do have the Trunks as our leader, and I have a feeling this Trunks is going to be very, very good in this Super Battle Road stage, depending on how many people we're fighting against. But Trunks, obviously, global, you guys don't have him just yet, but JP we do. And then obviously Physical Gohan is a very good subunit. Physical Gohan, I think, will do very well on Super Battle Road. He generally pretty does. He mitigates damage more every single turn he comes back. He greatly raises his attack and defense after he gets a super attack off. So he's a very good unit there defensive-wise, which is really nice. Obviously, you've got LR Trunks. You've got this My Support card, which is really good. And she's a leader's skill for Time Travelers, I believe. I believe it's Time Travelers. And the thing about Time Travelers category is that a lot of the Time Traveler category units bleed over into the Future category. So you could actually probably make a Future category out of just the Time Travelers category. It wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't. So we'll have to wait and see how we're going to do that, but I'm definitely going to try that out. Obviously, SCR Rose is a very good off-rotation unit because he's always lowering the attack there. AGL Zombies is going to kick butt at this stage. LR Vegito, this is the time where I'm going to be saying LR Vegito over the Tech one because, again, he's got more defensive capabilities. Depending, again, who you fight, again, maybe if you have more AGL units, then bring Tech Vegito Blue. But for Super Battle Road, I've always said that the LR is going to be nicer because he blocks easier and more in the beginning. If you had more and more time against particularly, say, one unit, and this LR and this Tech Vegito Blue got more of his attacks off, then yes, Tech Vegito Blue all the time over the LR. It's just, it's math, right? It's been proven already, okay? But yeah, so we'll definitely have to wait there. Guasu and Zombies are going to be a very good unit there support-wise. LR, Goku Black, and Zombies probably pretty good unless it's a ton of inch units. Just a lot of good options in this Future team, okay? And again, Time Travelers is going to bleed over into Future. Probably same with a few of the Realm of Gods category cards as well. So there you go. I think we've got a very good, fun little category there for that. Next is going to be androids, okay? And funny enough that this cell is actually kind of an android category, even though he's not. So this is just a quick side note if you guys haven't seen it. This is the prize for the winner of the 300 million download celebration. It's weird because it's a Android Saga / Cell Saga category, but this is just a normal Cell Saga category. So most of the androids do fit in the Android / Cell Saga category, but not everybody. Like this Android 17, the Super Android 17, for example, he's not in the Android / Cell Saga category. So you gotta be a little careful when it comes to this one, okay? Obviously, the new tech free-to-play Cell on JP, a very, very good unit. 17 is obviously gonna be your best leader, but 21 is one of your best units as well for this team. The int support units can be very, very good. These two can be run together if you want to. Obviously, the Tech 16, even if you have no dupes into the 16, a very, very good card right there. Definitely something you want to consider. LR Cell, all these other different cells that you can throw in together. Super 17, again, is a good defensive unit. I wouldn't necessarily bring the LRs unless you're always getting their 18 key super attack off to lower the attack. This free-to-play Tech Android 13 could be very good, along with the int one. A lot of different options here that could definitely be really helpful for you. So let me know your thoughts down below on the teams you guys are potentially running, okay? Okay, transformation. We're almost done, guys. I promise. Okay, transformation category. Again, lots of different options here. Boo's going to be your main leader, but then we do have the free-to-play leader, so maybe it could be done free-to-play, potentially. Not really sure on that one. Lots of different options for transformation. Just, I guess, kind of build your own teams and see what kind of works. Again, you're seeing my team on the left side of the screen. I'm going more of a villain lead, but again, I will try some hero stuff and try some other different units out after I've beaten it, and I can definitely try to test stuff out for you guys, okay? And then finally, the one we thought would never happen, but it is happening. Although I guess I kind of wanted it to happen, but I never thought it would because it's all free to play, basically. Your Ginyu Force team, okay? Completely free to play, obviously. I'm assuming this one's not going to have as hard of hitters or anything like that, because again, you are only getting 200% from this guy. But again, you are very limited to the units you're bringing, so we'll have to wait and see. The only reason I would exchange this free-to-play physical LR Ginyu Force for maybe like the the Ginyu himself or the barter or anything like that is simply because if you're facing more int opponents, bring the physical. But if you're not, keep the rainbow team itself and just go at it, okay? We'll have to see how the stage is going to be, okay? So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Again, if you are watching this after about 12 hours from the time this is posted and everything, we are live streaming these Super Battle Road stages because, again, they're coming to both Global and JP at the same time. But we're going to be live streaming this stuff. We're going with free-to-play teams, different setups and everything like that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get that LR to Rainbow, and it's going to be a fun time, okay? So anyway, that's going to be it for the video, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as always. Leave a like if you like the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. Until next time, everyone, I will see you all in the next one.